All right, so I need y'all to come on in and immediately bow your heads for a moment of prayer. Dear Most High, we come to you humbly in prayer, asking that whatever level of dumb and delusion that has found our good sister Rennie, we pray that it never finds us. In Jesus' name we pray. Let the church say, amen.
Come on, Blaze.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Voodoo Doll TV, back with a quick little juice or whatever the case may be. And we are here, girl, discussing Love in Hip Hop Atlanta Season Infinity. Episode, it don't even matter at this point. Girl, Love in Hip Hop been on since I was 3 years old, and here we are. Welcome to episode 1 of Love in Hip Hop. Like I said, I really don't know the season. But either way, welcome to episode 1. And we are going to dive into this episode because it is a lot going on. Now, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to the show for finally incorporating hip hop into a show called Love in Hip Hop. Because before that, all we got was flops in bad relationships. I mean, look at Carly. She's aged at least 45 years since we met her. This isn't normal. So yeah, shout out to Love and Hip Hop for bringing back a little hip hop, but also shout out to Love and Hip Hop for telling us and showing us that the love was never real. Let's get into it. So Carly, after faking her relationship for over a year now, also probably faking the marriage, she has finally came to tell us what done went down with her and her man. And according to Carly, she's a victim. Let's move on. And then we got to deal with Rennie over here trying to make us feel comfortable with the idea that after her man cussed her out from the rooter to the tutor. Do you hear me? Rennie old man called her every B word known to mankind. Do you hear me? Said she was getting kicked out. He leaving, all types of stuff. But according to Rennie, they working it out and trying to figure out if they happy or whatever. And she trying to convince us that this is normal. Whoo. Child, yeah, it's a whole lot. Girl, then, Lil Zane back with his wife, and I still don't know why they even on the show. They brought Rollo back. We forgot he was here. He talking about he was over there at the doggone halfway house. Girl, we ain't know. Then Young Jock gets recognized by the city and the mayor of Atlanta for 404 Day. All to turn out, he is the real 304. Girl, and him and Kendra's on the way to divorce court, allegedly. Child, I ain't got time for them two back and forth. But either way, that's their little storyline going. Saucy ain't said nothing yet. We just waiting on him to pump his gums. And finally, Scrappy's baby mama Shakira is the bat crap crazy person I told you she was from the moment I laid eyes on her. I told you that she's gonna be the one to give him a run for his money because she is a fan and she wants a relationship with Scrap. Now, Scrap has introduced us to a new girl who kind of looks like a replica of the girl, but either way, he say he in love, but he's still cheating. Crazy world. Welcome to Atlanta, girl. Either way, y'all get in here, like the video, subscribe to the channel, grab your tings, girl. Grab your earbuds, your liquor, your za, whatever it is you need, Fefe. Let's get right on into the episode. Let's go. So now the episode opens up with hip hop. Yes, they got all of the rappers on the show rapping and freestyling, and they all trash. I ain't even gonna hold you. Every single person was trash. I had to say that part. I'm sorry. Girl, every single person that touched that microphone sounded so bad. Every single person, I ain't gonna lie. Even Shriz Naeem. It was horrible. You had to be there. But either way, basically everybody spitting a hot 4, not even a hot 8, girl. Basically about what their storyline is. And the one that stuck out the most to everybody that's kind of going viral is your girl, Rashida. Yes, ma'am. The one and only. Put it on them, make them wanna marry me. Girl, I don't know who wrote the verse. I don't know why they wrote it. And I don't know why Rashida even came on. But you know, Rashida laid her verse and it's so unexplainable. I just gotta let you see it, okay? So how about we check out the verse? And I'm gonna come right back and we gonna talk about it. Stand by.
Yo, this a light day, it's light work. And y'all can pop y'all cause I ain't leaving Kirk.
Pause. Look at the man she said she ain't never leaving. Look at his face.
Look them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up. Look at him. Let him see you. This is him. Look at it.
Does this look like the face of a man who's happy about his wife's verse talking about never leaving him? Girl, Kirk been trying to get you to divorce him since y'all got married. And for Rashida to get up here on that mic with that wag verse, girl, talking about she ain't never leaving Kirk, and the very next scene is Kirk looking like this. Girl, Love and Hip Hop Producers is messy. Do you hear me? But we all see the same thing. It's not us. It's Rashida. Rashida's announcement that she's never leaving Kirk is one of the most unwarranted, unwanted, unproductive announcements we have heard in 100 years. Literally nobody in the world thought Rashida would ever leave Kirk. I mean, literally. So for her to put that in a verse, thinking that the people are coming to her, telling her about her husband and his mischievous ways, means that they just want him to leave her. I think that is asinine, and there's no way that Rashida believes that we believe that that's what it is. But in essence, Rashida is once again laughed out of the gym with her corniness, her weirdness. And let this be a lesson to everybody out here. Rashida never was really a rapper. She's always been trash, and she's always been kind of like the DEI hire of Atlanta rap. I'm sorry. And every single time this girl decides to touch the mic, it reminds me of that fateful time my girl K. Michelle gathered her and told her she rapped like Shawty Low.
Guess what? We don't want to hear your life is all about you. We don't want to hear somebody else motherfucking you. Just like we don't want to hear your music, girl. You better hope.
I'm Rashida. I rap like Shawty Low.
Moving on, so Jock is getting recognized on 404 Day in Atlanta. For y'all who don't know, 404, 678, and 707, I believe, or 712, I can't remember. It's been a while. But either way, those are the three area codes that are used for the phone numbers in the Atlanta area. Not just the Atlanta actual area, but even in the surrounding area. So I guess they do an annual thing called 404 Day, where all the locals come out and celebrate, and shout out to them. But this year, they are recognizing Jock. For why? I don't know, but he said he be doing a lot of community work. I ain't there to say he not, so we just gonna go with the move. So Jock is excited to be recognized. He said it feels good that somebody's finally taking him serious because his wife don't. And honestly, if you was passing out peen and you was my husband, I wouldn't take you seriously neither. So it is what it is. So either way, they present him with his little plaque. Everybody's outside. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a good turnout. They must have told them niggas they had free ribs. It was a lot of niggas, enough niggas to start in a Tarzan movie. You hear me? But either way, yeah. So it was a lot of black people out there, you know, barbecuing, chilling, having a good time. Jock got his little 1-2 off. He did his performance. He did the meet me in the trap. It's going down. In the lame mail, he went to hit him in the trap and all of that. Everybody was all excited. Oh, the man know the dance. Shut up. Either way, so Rennie is there, and she's got to preface us with the fact that we saw all her drama that happened online, and that she said that basically it was a misunderstanding between her and her main, that she didn't mean it like that, and basically they trying to figure out if they gonna be happy or if they make each other happy. Girl, just say y'all holding on to a thread. That's all. Just say y'all holding on by a thread, girl. Just say you not ready to say you and your baby daddy not together no more. Yet. Just say that, girl. And then the Jessica model girl gets in the confessional looking like a flamingo, talking about she's glad she's here this season because she found her voice. Jessica, girl, if you ain't never had nothing, you've always had a voice. Jessica, you are the most outspoken person, which I like sometimes, but you are the most outspoken person on the show. Stop the cap. But anyway, so Jessica sees Rennie, and mind you, none of them have been hanging out since the last season, which was 3 weeks ago. So Jessica sees Rennie and was like, hey, Rennie, hi, how's everything going? I saw you in the blogs and everything, girl. Is that really your baby daddy or no? And Rennie felt some type of way. Now, Rennie is looking at her like, bitch, I will slap the shit out of you. Do you know me? You know what I'm saying? Because Rennie felt some type of way that she implied that she's a cheater and a more. But Rennie says no, she's not gonna slap Jessica, but she don't too particularly like the questioning or the line of questioning that Jessica asks. And I'm not gonna hold you. I told you Jessica was outspoken, and I told you sometimes I like it. And in this moment in time, Jessica is asking the questions we all want to know. Is he the baby daddy? And I asked what I asked, Rennie. We like you over here. Don't get the acting cute now. Don't do that. So anyway, she goes to talk about how everybody saw what happened online and she want to clear the air about what's going on between her and her baby father. She said that basically they got into it because of an old rumor of something that happened online, and it just so happened that they had an argument online and it's basically not that big of a deal. They working it out. Girl, listen, if you're going to be slow and stupid, that's cool. But don't try to brush over it like the argument that Rennie and her baby daddy had was an average everyday run-of-the-mill argument. Like that dude was degrading the F out of her. Literally telling her to get out of his house. Like, did we forget? And then on top of that, Rennie has gone out of her way to make it seem like her relationship is doing way better than it actually is. It's so forced, it's cringe. Like, check out this video she did recently.
Okay, we out the house, y'all. We having some lunch. Junior's here. And we have Big Zach, Lil Zach, Big Zach. We're finna get us some oysters and a little steak.
As you can see, Rennie has suffered from what a lot of these girls in today's society suffer from. These people want these relationships and these situationships simply for social media. And the reason I'm saying that is because you can tell that this is super forced. Like, you can literally see how forced this is. But a lot of people care about what other people think on social media, and they would do stuff like force these relationships, force these situationships simply because the new societal norm is to do as everybody else do, number one. And number two, black women act like they cannot exist opposite of a man. And Rennie's half black, but you get the point. You know what I mean? Rennie look foolish to me. I'm sorry. I'm just not buying. Y'all are working it out to see if y'all still care about each other or if y'all gonna make each other happy. Girl is giving you telling him to stay there because you just had that baby. And he's there for the baby. But from what I'm hearing, he got like 5 other kids and 3 other baby mamas. So girl, I don't understand why y'all girls be getting these seasoned baby daddies and thinking that your baby gonna be treated differently. I don't know. And I'm not saying that's with Rennie, but I'm just saying it's giving very forced. And Rennie, you are too cute and too smart for this. But again, when it comes to women and these men, as a woman, especially a black woman, I know how I go. I've been slavery stupid before for a man as well. But it's just hard to see, and it's bad that Love and Hip Hop pushed this struggle love on us. I think it's an agenda or something. It's gotta be, girl. I don't know. I just don't get it. But either way, Rennie, girl, you look a fool. Like, you look a fool, and we not buying that y'all working it out. We just not. Y'all'll be over before you know it if you ain't already. So now Lil Zane jumps in and he was like, I'm a better dude because I'm not like Scrappy. I'm not like Kirk with the 3 earrings. I don't have unprotected sex and I don't have babies on my wife. But that don't mean you don't cheat. You just got back in the house, bro. You just got back in. Then he won't say that he was about to kick her out. Girl, this whole storyline again, Love and Hip Hop. Why are they here, Ike? Why are they here? So now Rennie asks everybody if they've heard anything from Carly, because ever since the news broke that Carly put the charges on the dude and he went to jail for DV and then the divorce broke out, all that news happened. Nobody has heard from Carly. So she's concerned and was wondering if anybody heard from Carly, and literally nobody has heard from her. And that's because first, honestly, these people are not real friends for the most part. And then secondly, it's a job. You see me when I get to work. And then third, girl, she's in mourning. The Black Widow Spider has lost another husband.
Another one, thank you. Another one, thank you. Another one, thank you.
But Rennie says that she can kind of sympathize and empathize with what Carly's going through, because Rennie is also going through this public humiliation with her baby daddy, and she understands how it feels, and she wants to reach out to Carly to make sure that Carly's doing okay and check on her mental health wise. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was nice. Rennie has always been a sweet girl. She's always been a sweetie pie. Now, Sierra and her convict husband done pulled up to the thing, and she want us to believe that she's just living this great life. She says she's doing Ghetto Girl Eats again. I saw the Humdulillah lady on there from New York. Then she over there talking about she bringing back the Ghetto Girl Eats and seasonings and all that. Girl, ain't nobody eating your food, Sierra. Girl, please, your husband don't even look like he eat that. But Sierra got in a confessional to tell us that she is beefing with Rennie. She said that it was cool last year, which was 2 weeks ago, because you know the seasons don't be that long ago. She said, and it was all good. They apologized. She said, but when she saw the playback, she saw that Rennie said that she was acting like a TV friend. She said that she felt some type of way. So because of that, her and Rennie is not speaking. She ain't spoke to Rennie ever since. And she said, if you want to call me a TV friend, I'ma really be a TV friend. Girl, bye. Now, Rollo popped out of nowhere looking like a hood Muslim, talking about he just got out the halfway house. Now, Rollo, we saw you about once or twice last season. Why you didn't tell us you had an ankle monitor on you? Did you get permission? He must have, because he's out. He said he a free man now, and he ready to come out and do his big one in his Fiznae or something like that. I don't know. It is whatever. But either way, Sierra sees him, and she's talking to him, and she was like, you know, I'm standing over here by myself because I'm beefing with Rennie. And she's over there. I don't really rock with a lot of those girls. And I'm kind of keeping my distance, she said, because this diss track thing has gone crazy. And I heard the diss track between the Bam and Spice and her dissing Rashida. And girl, I don't want no pause because I got a lot of tea to spill in these streets. This is what Sierra is saying. And she's a smart girl for saying that. Now, on the flip side, the Jessica model girl pulls Lil Zane to the side and tell him that he should stop cheating on his wife. Because like she said, I told them and I'm going to tell you, them hoes are stupid. They ain't never going to leave you. So at least treat the girl right if you're going to be with her. You know what I'm saying? And it's so bad when this girl is deemed to be crazy, but yet the only intelligible person on the topic of relationships. It's ridiculous. Now, Jock and Kendra done pulled up. They was late because he had to leave the other event that he was at getting his award or whatever. And he says that he heard the diss track from the Bam. It's called 11. Now, on the diss track, obviously, the Bam says that Scrappy has 11 baby mamas and $11. And Sierra is freaking out. And she was like, bruh, I heard it, bruh. Like, this is crazy. She was like, nobody expected to sneak this to Rashida. It was insane. And even though they laughing about it's kind of messy and uncalled for the entire diss track as a whole. Oh, and let me remind y'all, Spice, her verse at the beginning, her rap with the Jamaican accent, horrible. Horrible. I'm sorry, I had to say that part. But anyway, the Bam's diss track got the whole crew talking, and they really upset with the Bam. So we'll see how this works out for the Bam moving forward. Let's move on. Now, Scrappy pulls up to the event, and according to Scrappy, he said that since the Bam wrote him a song, nope, my bad, let me bring it back. He said since baby mama number 2, even though she claims she's a wife and not a baby mama, he said even though baby mama number 2 wrote us this song calling me 11 this and 11 that, he said I'm gonna take it and wear it as a badge of honor, and y'all now can call me Mr. 11. So Scrappy has embraced the term $11, 11 baby mamas, and 11 this, 11 that. He wants y'all to call him Mr. 11, and we gonna find out if it take 11 baby mamas to convince us that you really is a deadbeat. Stand by. So anyway, this the boy Rollo over there talking to Scrappy about his new baby. And Scrappy showing them pictures. He's so proud. He's a proud daddy. Like, yup, this my boy right here. And they basically making fun of him for the fact that this baby came out of this threesome. Now, it's very sketchy on these threesome details because later on in the episode, Scrappy said it wasn't necessarily a threesome. And I'm of confusion. But either way, I'ma hold that. But Rollo asked Scrap why they call him Scrap when he don't ever scrap up. And you know Scrap felt some type of way. Look at him. But he don't scrap up. And I think all the women that allow Scrappy to get in them, especially unprotected, I think they all need to be evaluated mentally. I'm just saying. Sorry, it's got to be a condition. So either way, Jock went to laugh, and they looked at Jock and said, "Nigga, I know you ain't laughing. You missed the number 1 unprotected. Do you hear me?" And Jock is another one. You know they cousins, right? Makes sense. It run in the blood. Girl, let's move on. So now we move on to the next scene with Ice. Yes, not Ice Spice. This is regular Spice. Old Spice, not the Ice Spice. But either way, she's on here telling us that she's down here on tour, but she took a break to shoot a music video for her song. That's a disresponse to the song 11 that the band made. According to my girl Spice, she said she number 1 on Spotify or somewhere. So the numbers is doing big for her. And you know what though? When I saw this outfit from afar, I swear to God, I went to grab my fly swatter. I thought it was a net. You know, shout out to Jamaica. Shout out. But y'all are so theatrical with the outfits. Girl, what is this? And why does Spice look like a butterfly caught in a jar for a science project? Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Hey, it is. Put it on them, make them wanna marry me. Rashida is on her way to go see Spice because both of them were dissed on the same track by the Bam called 11. And she wants to catch up with Spice to see how she's coping with it because Rashida feels like her husband and her marriage is under attack. So anyway, she walks in and almost swings and windmills, but she realized it was not indeed it. It was just Spice. So she was like, oh, hey, girl, how you doing? You almost scared me, girl. What's going on? So Spice is talking about the video shoot and how successful the song was. According to Spice, she said Bam dissed her and she don't know why because it wasn't her fault. She said, but then it turns out when she responded to the Bam, she said her song go number 1. So basically she took those lemons and made lemonade. Now, the confusion here is who started this situation. According to Spice, Spice said, I don't even know why this girl beefing with me. I didn't start it. And what I will say is, even if we may not know who started it exactly, what we do know is Spice did not start this. She did not start them beefing with each other. They were already beefing. So we got to X Spice out. And Rashida is over there was like, girl, shit, you talking about you? What about me? I caught a stray and I ain't even do nothing. I'm going to tell you why you caught the stray, Rashida. Because you was in that store laughing and slapping 5 when that girl said the Bam song was mediocre. Or something like that. That's why. You feel what I'm saying? When Spice said that girl had 11 listeners on Spotify, you laughed. So that's why you caught your lick. But Spice said she not gonna let it get her down. But then on the flip side, she did a whole concert and had the whole Barclays, if that's the name of the place, talking about suck your mother to doggone the Bam. Girl, Black American culture don't play about their mama. What you said? I'm just asking. So now Rashida asked Spice if she heard about the trip that the Jessica model girl is supposed to be doing as far as the wellness trip. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but Jessica's throwing the wellness trip and it's an all-girls trip and she want all the women to go. So she asked Spice if she was going and Spice was like, yeah, she told me about it. She was like, and I'm going to go simply because if I don't go, then they're going to turn around and say that I don't want to be well. So then Rashida was like, well, I'm on the fence. I don't know if I want to go. She was like, because a lot of these girls is fake. It's a lot of drama in the group. She was like, and I don't like when people get mad at the reaction and not the action. Now, she's trying to talk about the situation between her and Erica Banks. When the fact of the matter is, Rashida is trying to pass it off like Erica Banks lied on her about knowing or at least spreading the gossip of Yandy almost getting her ass whipped over there at that party. The girl didn't lie on you. We all literally watched it in 4K. And for her to remix that and flip it and make it seem like people just hating, that's insane. And you know, this girl got in her confessional and was really like, you know, they be mad at the action, not the reaction, or the reaction, not the action. And oh, she want to come back talking about Erica and say that I said something. You did. Everything they said you did, you did. Just say you scared and you didn't want to be a woman and tell Yandy, yeah, I knew about it. I knew about them girls about to beat you up, but I didn't want to say nothing. Just say it. Either way, so this girl says she don't know if she gonna go, but Rashida not gonna end up going because she don't want to have to confront the girls about her lies. That's just what this is all about. But Spice said her song is number 1 on all the charts and she hadn't seen Bambi's yet. And that is a flex. That is definitely a flex. Let's move on. Can I say how much I love the trend of Black Americans getting back to their cowboy and country roots? I just adore it. I just wanted to add that. But either way, on the next scene, we got Skriznai, who's doing a music video for his new song that sound like auto-tune. We don't like it. We like crunk Scrappy. We don't like love and dance Scrappy. But either way, he's doing a photo shoot, or at least a video shoot, I'm sorry for the doggone video, and he's going to introduce us to his new girlfriend. He said he's got somebody that he really likes, and he wants her in the picture. Mind you, he literally just had a baby. Never forget that. Nevertheless, so he introduces us to his girl, Brittany. Her name is Brittany or Britt. They say she a realtor. We find out later on in the episode that she really just a bottle girl or something like that. I don't know. Allegedly, I didn't say it. This is what they say it. But either way, what I do know about Brittany is she got my boy Skriznai nose wide open. That nigga is smitten by this girl. You can tell by how his mannerisms is, how he look at her. Scrappy is smitten by this girl, and he definitely has a type. Because if you ask me, she don't look too far off from the baby mama. He loves him a good brown skin, fine girl. Shout out to Scrappy. But either way, he's telling this girl that for the first time in his entire life, he's courting a woman. Can I ask y'all women in the chat? Y'all really be having relationships and baby daddies, and them niggas don't be courting y'all? That is insanitary. It's a requirement for me, so it's weird for me. Sorry, but when he said that, I was like, wait a minute, what? So that literally means every single person he was with, including his wife, he never courted her. And for the people in the bike who don't know what courted means date, get to know. You know what I mean? Yeah. But either way, child, she talking about she want him to meet her siblings, not the mama, but the siblings. And he said that's cool, but he not ready for her to meet Mama D yet. He said she crazy and she don't like nobody. Now the girl said to tell him to put in a good word for Mama D, to tell Mama D to like her. And he said he gonna do what he can, but I'm telling you now what I know. Scrappy really likes this girl, and you can tell. But ultimately, this is not the love we want, ladies. This is kind of like, tainted love. It's like love if it had dirt on it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it works, but not till its fullest capacity. You know what I mean? Like there's a few defects, So yeah, I wouldn't recommend this struggle love. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. And we find out that both of them are coming out of divorces. So basically they are both trauma bonding with each other. Yeah, this is a disaster as well. And on top of that, Scrappy told us he moved his baby mama right around the corner from him. Like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. And I told y'all baby mama number 3 is gonna be his 2-bit chance. I told you. What? I said it first. But either way, he's smitten by this girl and he really like her. Po thing, she just probably going in a downward spiral with these niggas if she done settled down with Scrappy. Girl, y'all really desperate for love, huh? Y'all better love yourselves. Let's move on. So now we're moving on. The Bam is telling us that her promise ring from last season has turned to an engagement ring, and her new boo are getting married, and she's going to meet up with the Jessica model girl to shop for wedding gowns. Now, I think this is cute. The only problem is the Bam and that nigga done broke up already. See, that's the problem. Y'all be wanting these relationships just to say you're in them. Y'all be wanting a marriage just to say you got a husband. Y'all be wanting all this stuff for all the wrong reasons. And I look at her. Monday shopping for gowns and Friday shopping for caskets. Girl, you can't make this up. This is a tragedy. Girl, worse than doggone Romeo and Juliet. But either way, so they go to try on their dresses. Jessica is helping her. I think that's very smart. Jessica is a model or former model, however you want to look at it. So she knows the fashion piece. So shout out to Jessica for helping her out with the dresses. Now, the first dress the Bam tries on, it's kind of like a 2-piece, hit or quitter. I don't like it, but I mean, the Bam is a beautiful bride. She does look pretty. And according to the Bam, she said she really want to go out for this wedding. She said because for the last wedding, they just went down to the justice of the peace. She said this time she want the whole bells and whistles. Well, whistle on, twerk, because you ain't gonna get them. They say you and that nigga done broke up, huh? Look at her. She done did all that time making that man work for that pocketbook, and now she ain't gonna even need it no more because he gone. So now Jessica asked her how she's been doing since the diss track and how she's feeling. She said, because everybody's talking about this diss track you made against Spice, and then also mentioning Rashida, girl. What's going on, and how did Rashida catch these strays, and how did you come up with this diss track, and why? So according to the BAM, she said, yeah, I did the diss track. She said, but she really felt played with Spice asking her to be on the record and then kicking her off the record at the end. Basically trying to play her like she ain't really no artist. The BAM, you not. You really not. I hate that y'all rapping. I hate that every single one of y'all rapping, including Spice. So the BAM seems to think that Spice was using her controversy basically to sell albums or whatever. And the Jessica Model girl seems to agree. Now, this is very messy. I didn't know her and Spice still had issues. But the fact that she kind of like snuck that one in there, yeah, Jessica, you wrong for that fact, but you better hope Spice don't find out. Now, according to the BAM, she says that she didn't start this. This was all Spice's fault. She don't know why Spice is mad at her. That basically none of this would have happened if Spice would have had them beefing. Girl, you and Amy had a prior beef prior to getting on this Cyphers of the A thing. Y'all already had issues. If you ask me, Amy really the one who started it. Girl, anyway. So Jessica invites BAM out to the wellness retreat. She says that she wants all the women there so that they can basically get well. She says she don't know if everybody's going to come, but she did invite everybody. She not sure if Spice going to come. She said, but either way, she wants everybody to come so that they can get some healing. And the BAM says she's game to go. She don't mind getting no healing or whatever the case may be. She said, but she kind of going to keep to herself because she don't want no drama between her and the girls that she beefing with. Because literally everybody's beefing. Child, let's move on. Now, buckle up, y'all. And I'm telling you right now, this segment is going to be a trigger warning for you if you are easily triggered. So please click off the video if you are. I don't want anything to happen to anybody, and proceed with caution at your own discretion, okay? So now we got Carly on here, and she's ready to tell her story about what happened between her and her ex-husband, or whatever she claimed to be ex-husband. And she said, according to what's been going on, it's a lot that we don't know. And she's here to meet up with Saucy and Rennie because they called her to talk and she hadn't been talking to nobody, so she decided to go. Now, Saucy pulls up and immediately I said, something is missing. It's the wig. Saucy's not wearing the wig. That's probably why he got the scarf on his head. He actually looked more like a nigga. But either way, Saucy's pulling up, and also Rennie, and they here to greet Carly and just check on her and see how she's been doing, because she's kind of been very standoffish from everybody and anybody in the crowd. And I can honestly see why. So Rennie was like, hey girl, we just over here checking on you. You know, like they did on Destiny's Child. Girl, I can tell you've been crying and you're needing somebody to talk to, or something like that. So she was like, girl, you know, we both been embarrassed online recently. Can you tell us what's really been going on? So Carly decides to open up, and she says that basically we don't know the half, that her husband was arrested for DV, and basically she's proceeding with divorce. Now, according to Carly, she says that she had been faking the funk this whole time, playing like everything was all good in the hood in her marriage and her relationships. She said she been hiding his cheating and everything. She said, but it turns out that nigga was a cheating dog, and according to Cardi, he be popping her upside the head or something like that. Now, here's where I'm going to give you my honest opinion. While I was not there and I did not see what happened inside of Carly's home, I cannot say if Carly was abused or not, nor is it my place. I can only just say that she's saying she was abused and leave it at that. However, I did see the police reports, and it wasn't like he hit her or anything. It was more or less like, if I could recall correctly, he was kind of brushed past her when he was walking out the door to leave, okay? But that's not the point. Carly is a perpetual victim. This is husband number 50,566.
Another one, thank you. Another one, thank you. Another one, thank you.
Between me and you, you're not going to make me believe that Carly is really the victim in this situation. Again, not saying she was never victimized, but I believe that Carly's putting 20 on 10 with this whole victim role she's playing. It's almost like she knew that she had this platform that she could weaponize, and she decided to basically choose violence, literally, and get on here and say all these horrible things. To be honest, the boy don't look like he hurt a fly, but again, I don't know him, and I'm not saying he never hit her. What I'm saying is, Carly, this is very suspect. Like, ridiculously suspect. And I get it, this is her story, but girl, I'm scratching my head and I'm feeling like this might be cap. Or at least fabrication at the very least. I'm just telling y'all the truth. But it is what it is, because I know in today's society, women like being victims, so we just gonna go with that. But I'm telling you, something in the milk ain't clean about this, and we gonna figure it out. Watch. So Rennie tells Carly that basically they understand what she's been going through. They've gone through public situations as well. And basically that they here for her. Now Carly asks Rennie about her specific situation. And then Rennie decides to break down what she thinks happened or what she says happened. According to Rennie, she says an old song surfaced and people was trolling her baby daddy in the comments, basically saying that he wasn't the father of her baby. So she went live to tell everybody that she's never cheated on her baby daddy. And in fact, if anybody cheating, it's probably him. He felt played, and then he ended up going in on her. Now, this is how they ended up fighting and having the situation they had back and forth. It was really, really bad. Like, he was cursing her out like a dog, literally telling her to get out of his house. Like, I didn't even know she was homeless. Like, seriously. And this girl is rationalizing this as saying that needed to happen so that they can see each other and understand that they need to figure out what they're going to do.
Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
Like, Rennie, stop it. You see, I'm starting to notice the reason why these girls are the way that they are, because they trauma bond and trauma dump on each other. And everybody is typically in the same situation. They all getting cheated on. They all getting embarrassed. They all getting humiliated on national platforms. And they are all rationalizing it with each other to say that it's okay. I mean, sitting here with Saucy, who just had his issues, talking about his old man DVing him online. And then we got Rennie with her baby daddy telling her to get out, kicking her damn near and the baby out. Then we got Carly over here been faking relationships since the 90s. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the Bam, all of these girls. It's a very, very nasty and toxic environment. And they're glossing over this stuff like this is normal. Oh, Lord, this is so bad. Let's move on, y'all. So now we move to the next scene, and Scrappy is over at baby mama number 3 house. But the gag is, he just told the girl Brittany, that basically they were exclusive and that he was being faithful. But it turns out he was over there smashing on baby mama number 3. But ain't that normally how it goes? And I believe baby mama number 3 knew that the season was coming back up and took this opportune time to basically get her stuff off. So Scrap asked how she been doing, and she said she been doing all right. And Scrap was like, yeah, you been doing your big one. Like, you a new mom, you taking care of your kids, and you doing your big one. And she was like, well, what does that even mean? And he said, like I said, you doing your big one, taking care of your kids. You got the oldest one and the youngest one. He said, but the gag is, whenever I come around with the little boy, my child, he be acting like he don't know me. So I'm going to need you to stop breastfeeding so that I can kind of get him more on my side and kind of know me. Because according to Scrap, the baby don't rock with him at all. Now, this girl says, well, maybe the baby don't rock with you because you don't ever be around. Now, originally when she said it, it was very shy and quiet. Like, well, maybe he'll know you if you kind of come back around. I don't know. Kind of like on the low. Now, mind you, this isn't the very first time we've heard this about Scrappy. We've heard this from baby mamas number 1 and 2. Baby mama number 3 is finally catching up, but we've been hearing this. But like Scrap always do, he claims everybody's lying on him and that basically he does what he's supposed to do for his kids. And listen, I'm going to be honest. Too often women will lie for their baby daddies when they feeling good and then tell us the truth on Mad Day. And I'm over it. We all know Scrap is a horrible baby father. Like, we heard it from Erica Dixon on Mad Day. We've heard it from the Bam. She said he wasn't paying half of his rent. Like, come on. This isn't the first time. And no matter what Scrappy say, he can't hide from the fact that he's a deadbeat daddy. Now, this girl is over there talking about how not only is he a deadbeat, he be calling her for booty calls. According to her, she said he calls her for massages because he knows that she's going to put it down, in her words. She said she gonna do what she gotta do. She gonna spin on it. She gonna sit on it. She gonna rotate on it. She gonna do it all. This is according to her. She said because she got that bomb and he know it. She said, that's why you always calling me, always trying to come around, because you already know what it is. Now, Scrappy's face right here told me one or two things. One, first option, it's really trash. Second option is good, and that's literally the only reason why I'm here. The face Scrappy made looking at her, describing all the things that she gonna do to him, literally told me how he feels about her. Scrappy don't like that girl. He really don't. And no matter what this girl say, Scrappy's gonna flip it on her like she's just tripping out because he really don't like her. He just want access to her body. But that's what these niggas do. But either way, this girl basically says after Scrappy tells her that he's a good father, she said, you all right. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like, you straight. She was like, I mean, you be throwing little coins and little pennies around. She was like, but for the most part, you ain't never here with this baby. And I'm telling you right now, this girl did this on purpose. She started off everything cool. She never said nothing because she knew that she was going to get on this platform and expose him so the girl could leave him alone. Baby mama number 3 is crazy as a Betsy bug. Mark my words. This girl said, you out here dating her, bringing her out, and then calling me. Well, this is my question to baby mama number 3. You a new age fool. Why is you letting that nigga take another woman out and then come sleep with you? Like, this was not the flex that she said it was. You mean to tell me that nigga ain't doing what he supposed to do for your child financially? You done picked up from New York and moved all the way to Atlanta, all for this nigga to move you around the corner and definitely almost abandon you and the child. And you are opening your doors during booty call hours to bust your legs wide open? Some women deserve the spaces that they in the situations. They do. And she's one of them. But she's a fan, and that's the first and foremost. She's a fan first, a baby mama second, and everything else after that. I promise you. Watch. So Scrappy says that the girl is telling lies and he refuses to sit there and argue with her. According to Scrap, he hadn't argued with a woman in a long time and he refuses to now. So he's just going to go grab his car and get up out of there. He said because he don't want no beef with baby mama number 3 behind his new old lady. So now Scrap gets to leave and the girl is running behind him telling Scrap that basically he's a deadbeat father. I'm going to beat that in y'all head because I'm not going to wait till they back cool again like Erica Dixon and like the Bam and wait till they back cool again and he make them say that he's a good father. Nah, the truth come out do Mad Day. She's telling us that he ain't no good father and I believe it lock, stock, and barrel. I mean, I haven't been doing the research on it, but I don't believe Skriz and IE got many jobs outside of love and hip hop. So that means the checks ain't checking, and that means unless he doing shows every other weekend, he probably ain't got a lot of money. But the girl is yelling, talking about how he's a deadbeat and how the new girl is simply using him. She don't really like him. She's only worried about her and her kids. And I'm saying using him for what? Maybe for clout. I don't know. But according to this baby mama, she's telling Scrap that the new girl don't really like him. But according to him, he's not hearing it. So Scrap goes to get in the car and she runs up behind him talking about, oh, you want to say I'm crazy? You want to tell your mama I'm crazy? I'm a Brooklyn bitch. I'm really crazy. Y'all crazy up in Brooklyn, huh? She was going off and I'm saying, I told you. I told you. Y'all niggas don't listen. But this is when it gets good. Girl, when she walked off because Scrappy closed the door and turned around and said, you gonna come back because that's what you do. You gonna come back to this coochie right here. And she started beating on it. I said, what in the world is this?
This is crazy. This is crazy. You come get this every single time, bitch. This is crazy.
For that girl to pat her coochie like that hard in that driveway tells me that she might need some help down there. Not only that, it also tells me that she's taking a page out of Evelyn Lozada's book as it pertains to how to beat up your own coochie. Y'all remember this?
I got kids, I got family, I got A+ credit, I got a mother. Ooh.
Girl, what a stanky shame. You know, honestly, love and hip hop should be a tragedy like Romeo and Juliet because this is ridiculous. Girl, this is sad and so embarrassing. OMG, I would die if somebody caught me like this. And you know, it was at this moment that Scrappy realized this girl is really crazy. Look at Scrappy's face. He looks horrified, as he should, because he thought because she was cute and sweet at the beginning that everything was gonna be cool. Turns out she crazier than the two you got. Well, it is what it is. Baby mama number 3, good luck with trying to get him to leave the real estate girl, because they say she over there cloud chasing or something like that. I don't know, but good luck. And this is what you get when you have a baby for a nigga hoping he gonna wife you. Moving on. So now we moving on. Jessica and the girls are on the way to the girls' retreat. By the way, I did catch Santana asking Rennie who all was invited, and Rennie say all the girls. I did catch Santana kind of go, Moving on. But anyway, Jessica is excited for the trip because she's ready for the girls to do some wellness stuff. But she understands that literally everybody is beefing. So even though they on the way, she separated the girls in different sprinters because everybody's beefing. Now, Carly and Erica Banks are on the way to the wellness trip. And according to Carly, she needed this. She said she needed to get out the house and find some wellness and peace after all of the things that she's been going through. But she asked Erica if she heard the 11 song and what she thought about it. And Erica was like, girl, I heard it. There's a lot going on with these beats, huh? Now, Spice decided that she was going to come to the trip, but not because she wanted to. She's only coming because she said if she didn't come, people was going to say she don't want to get well. So they don't know if she really coming yet, but she says she on her way, and she says she don't want no smoke with nobody. She just want to go get well and move on. Now, Jessica looks over to the Bam because they ride on the same sprinter and was like, Bam, I just want you to know that I invited all the girls and I hope that you don't feel away if you see Spice or if you see anybody else you beefing, because I did invite everybody because this trip is about wellness. That's what this is all about. And I hope that you're going to be comfortable. Now, according to the Bam, she said everything is fine. She don't have no problem with nobody. It's the people having a problem with her. And that's the problem. Y'all like to rewrite these stories as if we were not there. Bam, stop it. You're not okay. You're not. And at the end of the day, no matter how many times y'all want to point blame, you and Amy's issue is y'all's. You and Amy's. Now, Spice on the doggone sprinter looking like a party pooper, like she don't want to be here. And I'm over here saying, girl, fix your face. Fix your face. If you want to be on this trip looking like this, then don't come. So they get to the trip. Jessica welcomes some of the girls. The other girls are on the way. And she's telling them that she bought them hair so that they can get some sort of healing and find some sort of resolution. Now, according to Jessica, she wants the girls to talk out their issues. We all know that don't go like that. But, you know, we just gonna go with the move because it's love and hip hop, you know? Now, as she's talking to the girls who are there, she looks to her peripheral and she sees Spice. And who's that girl with her? It don't matter. But she sees Spice getting out the car and everybody's like, OMG, the room is going to deflate because Spice is coming. You know, everybody calls Spice the big bad wolf. And Spice has her issues, but I don't think she's as bad as people make her out to be. Plus, I like Spice. But that was the end of the episode. What do you think? This is the first episode of the season. Y'all drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on all platforms, girl. And I'll catch y'all hoes on the next one. This is going to be interesting. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.